What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Jay back with another video, man. As y'all can see in the title, I'm gonna break down a story time for y'all, man. How I made a major mistake on how I lost my first foundation pocket female that I bought from Tommy from CBK Kennels, man. I just felt like today was the day, man. Like, I don't know. It's like someone like do a video. To be honest, it's like explain like what happened, because this was a mistake that was on me. This is a mistake that I done to myself, and and I'm gonna just break it down for y'all. So, man, y'all make sure y'all go get y'all snacks or whatever y'all gonna get, man, because it's a full story time, man. So I hope y'all just don't make the same mistake that I made. So, all right, let's get into the video. So, first of all, this female that I bought, it was gonna be she's the one who created the two boys for me that I got right now, the two blue boys, Ice and Sun. So I had locked in with Draco because I was gonna use Draco for Sage, the female that I got. But I seen Tommy had finally had his first litter with he ran a Draco sister back to Draco, and he only had two puppies out the litter from what I know. So that was Draco's first litter, so it was 2 times everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had hit Tommy up, and pretty much I explained, like, I was like, hey man, you getting rid of the dog, or, you know? And he's like, yeah man, nobody grabbed her, so I was like, okay, well shit, let me send you a deposit, and I'll go ahead and, get in touch with you and send it to you. So that's what I did, y'all. And fast forward, I finally got her, brought her home. I was amazed. I was in love with that dog, and I'm telling you, like, temperament was on point. Like, she was an amazing dog, y'all. She created some badass shit for me. Y'all, back to what I was saying. So, yeah, overall, she was a great dog. I ended up breeding her to Gremlin, and I created those two boys that I got right now. And so what I did, that was a mistake on my end, y'all. I was overwhelmed, and at the time, I had too many puppies, I had too many dogs, and it's around summertime. I ended up getting rid of her, but first of all, I sold 2 of her puppies to some dude, and then he was asking for Ivy. He was like, hey man, you trying to get rid of her, da da da. And at the time, I was trying to rehome her at the time, and I was like, I was gonna give her to my neighbor, but my neighbor was on a vacation. So, like I said, I was overwhelmed, and I ended up letting her go with this dude, right? So keep in mind, I had sold her son and her, it was a son and a daughter to him. So I had sold them to him, and what I realized, like, every conversation me and him had, he was like, yeah, man, I had gave a dog to my brother, and then he was like, yeah, man, I had, whatever else he said with the female. He had sold the female, right? So I'm like, nigga, I'm giving you dogs, and then you just reselling them. You know what I'm saying? So I was catching on what he was doing. So he was getting them from me, and then he was just upping the price on them. So I don't know. It was a red flag already. So, anywho's, when I realized he had Ivy too, so he ended up having Ivy, and everything was smooth though. Like, he had all the dogs and shit with him. But as, like I said, we got on the phone, he started telling me the dogs started disappearing and shit. But however, I didn't give him the paperwork for Ivy, and I was just rehoming her. So I was like, you want her for breeding rights, then you feel me, you can go ahead and pay me the rest. But end of the day, y'all, I forgot, it was probably like 3 or 2 months passed, and mind me, that's what I told him. I said, I said, if you're not gonna be able to have her, or you plan on getting rid of her, give her back to me. You know what I'm saying? I always say that about all my dogs. So, anyways, that didn't even happen. Fucking he ended up calling me. I remember because I had like a feeling. I was at work, yo. I had a feeling, and I was thinking about Ivy. It was one day she popped up on my camera roll, and she was on my mind heavy. She was just on my mind heavy. And then I remember I was in the backyard cleaning and shit, and dude had hit me up, and he was like, hey bro, I got something to tell you, da da da, whatever he's saying. He was like, yeah man, she fucking had a heat stroke on me, or whatever it is. So I'm like, that's crazy because you feel me? She was on my mind all day today. She was on my mind, and I'm like, how she died? Excuse me. I'm like, so how she died? He's like, yeah, bro. I was just in the house or whatever not, and I got my other dog in the house, and I had her out there on a concrete.
Wait a minute, something ain't right.
I guess he had a cage, y'all, with the foundation being on concrete, and I'm like, nigga, it's summertime, and nigga, we in Texas. You know what I'm saying? So it's just common sense. It's like, okay, he was like, yeah, man, I took a nap, and I didn't go down there and spray it because I was just spraying it down every time, whatever he was talking about, y'all. So, anywho, he ended up telling me Ivy passed away, and just me, like, it's just tragic because, like, you feel me, like my dog, she didn't die, she didn't die peacefully. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't a peaceful death. You feel me? It was around the time that was last year. It was like 100, and you feel me? It was touching like 110s and shit in that nature. And then my dog on concrete. It just don't even make sense. So yeah, man. Throughout this video, I be putting slides and whatever not of Ivy and videos that I got, but that was one of the biggest mistakes I ever made, and that shit still hurt me to the day because when I bring it up, it's like it was on me. It's like it was my fault, honestly, because it's like I gave her to someone that was already a red flag, and it's just like he was already giving me these scenarios and shit. Like, dude, you not here for the dogs, honestly. Like, you just trying to make a quick buck at the end of the day, And I respected dude because in the beginning, he seemed like real genuine and shit like that. But at the end of the day, like I said, y'all, that was on me. I don't even know why I did shit like that, and I learned from that because that's why I hold on to my dogs now. Like, my first male that I bought, I rehomed him, and I made sure like that person who took care of him, that was gonna get him, I made sure that he was gonna be at a good home. And honestly, I made the right decision because dude, he sent me pictures now, and Pop, he living his best life at the end of the day. Like I said, this is a business, so it's like I can't keep all of these dogs, but at the end of the day, it's my job at the end of the day to make sure they go to a great home at the end of what I'm doing with them. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that was a story of how I lost my dog from Draco. That was my first. That was my first old school from up to date. That was my first old school female, and man, she did amazing for us at the camp, man, because she gave us our two boys. She gave my kennel partner BNK. She gave him the male he got over there froze on. So it was crazy. Like, Ivy, she the type of dog, like, she was so attached to me, man, and it's like that's what really like hurt me more because like that was probably the dog that I should have just kept in the house and just let her pass on with me. And at the end of the day, she was only 2 years old, y'all. She wasn't even old, but she had like an old soul. Like, she was super chill, and yeah, that was just one of the mistakes. I just hope y'all out there just when y'all are going to rehome your dog, man, make sure it goes to a great home because at the end of the day, you can't treat the dogs like it's just, just, okay, well, you just go with this person or whatever, not because the dog, it has a life. The dog matters too, Dogs have feelings, so it's just like, that was one of my mistakes as a breeder, man. I should never, ever get that dude my dog. Because if I knew that was going to happen, I would have just kept her, honestly. Like, it's a fucked up situation, but at the end of the day, man, we're going to learn from it, and which we have, and that's why I make sure my dogs go to good homes now. So, for y'all out there, don't do what I did. Don't, if you ever feel like you're in a situation where you feel overwhelmed or whatever not, just take a break, take a chill, just breathe and figure out what the situation is going to be, because at the end of the day, it's just like, that dog has a life as well. So, yeah, I reacted on being overwhelmed, and I was like, man, I got to get rid of some of these dogs. I believe I had, did I have any dogs coming in? I can't remember, but I don't know if my boy Brandon at BNK was bringing me back one of the pup backs that we had did with Hustle. But yeah, man, there's no excuse. At the end of the day, it's all on me. I made that mistake by doing shit like that. So yeah, man, I'm happy I was able to bring this video to y'all, man, and to y'all awareness, because it's like, we all fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just live and learn type of situation. You got to go through these scenarios and things, but as long as you overcome them and you understand them, at the end of the day, that's what pretty much matters. You know what I'm talking about? So it sucked that happened, that had to happen to her, but we just gonna have to move past it and move forwards. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Ivy was an amazing dog, though. Like, to my neighbor, she was amazing, dog. Like, my neighbor always fed her. Like, she always fed her, gave her treats. Like, every time I walked outside and whatnot, Ivy was already at her doorstep, just, ready. Because she know my neighbor's going to give her treats and shit. And the thing about it, my neighbor was going to take her. Like, she told me, she's like, I'll take her, but let me go to my trip. She was going out of state and I think out the country or whatever. But I reacted on being overwhelmed, and I cost one of my dog's lives, you know what I'm saying? To a person who didn't give a fuck about my dogs, who just trying to make a quick flip. So, I just hope everybody out there, y'all be aware of that. And make sure your dogs go to a good home. So, but on the next scene, man, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the backyard, man, and just show y'all the boys, man, because Ivy made, she produced, bro. Like, that dog produced, like, from Tommy 2 times in it with the Razor Edge and the Gotti and shit like that. And then when I end up breeding her to a Golden Child and OG China Boy son, like, bro, it made I don't know, man. It made the litter so much better. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was crazy. Like, it was crazy. Me and Ivy, we went through so much because I had to give Ivy an emergency C-section, y'all, and it was just, I did a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I remember she was ready. I knew she was ready. She was pushing, and one of the puppies, you could tell there it was right there, but Ivy, she had so much of a narrow, she had her hips were so narrow, y'all. Like, her canal, you could probably tell her canal was like not wide enough. It's not like Sage's. So, long story short, my neighbor ended up telling me, like, she's like, you should just take her to the vet. And I'm like, I ended up sticking my finger in her, and I felt like a tongue, which was a puppy tongue. So what happened, y'all, the puppy the head was already out, and I believe it suffocated itself because I could already feel his tongue. And when the people gave me the dog, you know, because he did C-section and stuff, his tongue was closed. So I'm glad I was able to hurry up and rush her to the emergency room. At the end of the day, y'all, that cost me $5,000. It was like $5,600 for that emergency C-section, and there was no problem with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't second guess it. So, you know, I got my dog there. She delivered 7 puppies. She had 8, 1 passed, obviously, and you know, everybody else was healthy though. It was amazing. That was still a learning lesson too, but that just shows like me and Ivy was going through so much, and as me as a breeder, you know, I was over here learning, and you know, just something I know that I have to overcome, and something that I know what I can't do. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much with that being said, I hope y'all fucked with the story, man. It was a story time of a big mistake that I did, and you know I take full accountability for it. So you know, I just hope y'all are aware of that too. So you know, just rehome your dogs to better people. But let me go and get the bulls, man. I'm gonna go get them real quick and show them y'all, so y'all can go ahead and get a look, because at the end of the day, I mean, Ivy outproduced herself, man. It was crazy. So we're gonna go ahead and show y'all Icebox and Sunset, y'all. All right, y'all. So we back, man. These is the 2 bulls, as y'all can see, that Ivy produced, man. Leave that alone. This my boy, man, Louie. And then my boy Icebox, man. So, as y'all seen in the video, man, I put the videos and pictures throughout the video of Ivy, man. Like, y'all can't tell me this girl ain't outproduced herself, man. She did amazing. I wish we had got a crazy ass female out that litter, man, because it would have been crazy. But yeah, y'all, these my boys, man, and these my sons. Like, I treat these boys like no other. Yeah, as y'all can see, they pretty much the main topic of all my videos. So, and I just know I'll never make that mistake, you know, with these 2. I don't even plan on ever rehoming these 2. You got piss on my boots, man. You see what I'm saying, man? Like, this shit, this all raw content, man. Like, dad and son type of vibes. But yeah, man, I just want y'all to see these boys. These my dogs, man. I can't wait to see what they gonna do. We ain't bred them to no female yet. Me and my boy at BNK, we got some in the cut. So, you know, he gonna go to one of these boys, and we're gonna figure it out from there. And look at this, y'all. They do shit like this. Like, first you piss on my boots, now you sit your ass right in your brother's face. Like, that's what type of dogs they is, man. They the duo. They like Shaq and Cole, man. So yeah, like I was saying, y'all, these my boys. They here to stay. I don't ever plan on doing anything with them. So, but when we do get some foundation females up in here, man, best believe I will be taking them to one of them. So that's pretty much how that's gonna go, y'all. They gonna go to something clean. I just want to run them to all small females. I don't want to run them to nothing big. So yeah, y'all stay tuned to the next video. Y'all make sure you give this video a like, comment, and subscribe, man. We've been on the roll, man. We've been dropping videos for y'all every day. Like, this shit crazy, because I'm almost like at 20 videos for y'all. So it shows like how dedicated I am for this shit and to this shit, to just keep going. You know what I'm saying? I just can't wait till we touch 1,000 subscribers. Right now we almost at 500. So let's roll to 500, man, and so on. And then after 1K, man, we heading for 100,000, man. 100,000 subscribers, that shit gonna be wild, man. Mark my words, man. We're gonna get that on this channel, man. I want everybody to continue showing love and just supporting the channel. I appreciate everybody who be liking my videos, commenting, always leaving feedback, and so on, man. So yeah, with that being said, man, I hope everybody having a good Sunday. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and like I said, man, don't make the mistakes that I made, because it ain't worth it, especially because at the end of the day, that dog has a life. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned to the next video. We gone.